All right, y'all, let's get into chapter 102 of Kagurabachi. We Bachi Bros are eating good. This chapter begins with Yura and Samura going back and forth. Yura says, all right, so it looks like you just said F us and just you went your own way. Like, thank you for not being a man of your word. And then Samura was like, well, I could say the same about you. It don't look like you have any bloodlust to kill the sword master anymore. And of course, Yura was like, look, I came to put down a deranged dog. If he was some crazy rat bastard that would probably betray me and maledict me when I'm not looking, or if I step out of line ever so slightly, yeah, I wouldn't want this guy watching my back either. But we chat, and he's not a bad guy. You know what? I always thought of him as, my hero. I thought his actions were pretty righteous. I just can't get behind somebody who, you can't trust. And turns out he's of sound mind and body. Okay. I could put my faith in him. In fact, he should be the one wielding the Shinoichi right now. Yura reinforces his claim to Samura by saying that the sword master has even completely stopped encroaching into my body. He's going to let me rock in an effort to prove to the sword master that he can trust Yura. Yura is going to take these two worthy opponents and whoop they asses. Yura already has the sword master interested, and now it's time to seal the deal and prove that he is as equally yoked as the sword master. If not in bronze, then in brains and balls. Ladies and gentlemen, Bachi Bros, Bachi Hoes, it's about to go down. Yura is all about using the absolute power of the Shinoichi to rule this bizarre, chaotic world. Let's rule through strength, through power. The Shinoichi Enchanted Blade is the power the world needs. For a split second, it looked like Yura was going to unsheathe the Shinoichi, and I was pretty hyped about that because I'm like, holy crap, the Swordmaster trusts Yura enough to give him complete autonomy to use his blade even unsheathed. Now, either it was Chihiro and Samura who interrupted him from being able to do that, or he was already planning ahead of time to use his centipede. So as Yura is about to strike, behind him, we see the feathers of Tobimune and the fish of Inten. And even as a fan, you could already guess the next move of Chihiro and Samura. Teleportation, baby. Shiba Hu. We could dance and jump around and teleport just like that guy. And as a reminder, when Chihiro does this, he does have to slice through a feather first and store that one ability of Tobimune's, right? I forget what it's called. Crow. He has to store that. Is it Crow? He has Crow. He has the Phoenix, and then the Owl is the searching one. Yeah, Crow. It's been a minute, man. I've been dying to watch Tobimune in action again. I think that's my favorite Enchanted Blade. But anyways, it is Ian White Purity style time. And damn, Yura gets sliced up real fast. But now it's here where we actually get a better understanding of the abilities of the centipede. It looks like he could absorb the damage that he takes and then release it as a shockwave in all directions. And I wonder if that scale of that centipede has anything to do with it. Because look at how wide it expanded. It looks like it could be like an indicator of how powerful this particular shockwave is going to be. So anyways, now we have the narrator explaining that it instantly takes the shockwaves that rack Yura's body to reach people 300 meters away. Just basically a snap of the finger. And Samura, distracted now, all of a sudden, because he has eyes, now he's all freaking Mr. I can't let anybody lose their lives, caring too damn much about everything around him and not what the heck is going on. You have the devil, you have the spawn of Satan right in front of you, but let me try to protect everybody I possibly can. I get that. Humble Samura, I appreciate that. That's why I F with you, dog. But you need to stay on mission, brother, because why would you turn your head away? I guess ever since Samura lost his eyes, his other four senses have developed superhuman strength. This is stuff we've all heard before, Daredevil and all that good stuff. But I guess as soon as his eyes returned, all of his attention was just focused. He had just had tunnel vision with everything he saw. So that was his main focus was like whatever was right in front of him, which we don't want that, Samura. Do I have to come over there and blind you myself, dog? You were way more focused and intimidating before. Um, but I'm glad you could see your daughter. I guess that was beautiful. It was. I'm not joking. It was very beautiful. But yeah, Sheba coming through. I guess he's the whole evacuation squad. That's why he can't stick around and fight. I thought he was gonna go back underground and help the Kaminabi. Turns out he's just freaking working overtime to get everybody in the surrounding area the hell out the way without their consent. He later brings up how Chihiro never looked away. His eyes were laser focused on Yura. He got hit with the same shockwaves that he did, and he didn't flinch. He never took his eyes off Yura. There's just bloodlust in his eyes. Like there's nothing else matters at this moment. And after Samura realizes this, Samura locks in. He's probably gonna have to use Suzaku overtime to heal mainly Chihiro. Keep him 100%. It looks like that's what's about to go down. Toby Moon is OP. I think that's my favorite enchanted blade. I don't even have to see the last two. And we're seeing that the flames of mercy reached him, Chihiro, faster than Yura's next blow and gave him a foothold for his decisive strike. Dude, Samura could throw Suzaku faster than Yura could attack him with the centipede or damage him with the centipede. So shout out to Samura. All Chihiro needs to worry about is attacking Yura with all his might. He's going to have instant assistance from Samura. Honestly, you couldn't feel more confident going into the battle than if you're going in with Mr. Samura. Then we get some more internal monologue from Samura. And if you haven't noticed, we don't get any dialogue, any thought bubbles from Chihiro in this chapter until the very end. That tells you how focused Chihiro is. Finally, with Chihiro's first line of dialogue, he actually says, "I won't let that happen," recalling that you're saying the absolute power should be used to rule. But his father was filled with regret for ever forging the enchanted blade. So Chihiro goes in to attack Yura and says, "This ends right here and now." Blue balled. Who else is blue balled? We hardly got next to nothing with this battle. It's fine. It's cool. You gotta set up the stakes. You gotta set up the situation. Samura's now locked in. Chihiro is, oh man, look at the passion, the youth, the vitality, the zeal. He's ready. I'm ready. Is Yura ready? I don't know. He's interviewing right now to impress Soga Akimura. All right. This was exciting. If you liked this video, like this video, I'd appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate y'all. Leave a comment down below and give your boys subscribe to your boy. I'd love that. Y'all take care. All right. We'll see you next week. Peace.